Hello everyone, today is the first video of like the making ofs again. I've decided to start these back up because I thought previously they gave too much away, but luckily for me, unluckily for me, however you look at it, these videos don't get a lot of views. So I feel it's quite good just to share this stuff with you. And also at the end, I have a huge backlog of all the making of and processes I went through. Rather than having to save all that footage, I can just take it from YouTube and making of that way. So that's why I'm kind of doing these again, because I don't want to miss out on a lot of stuff that I went through last time. So today I'm going to show you what I've been working on. Now this is a very ambitious set, and I want to give a bit of credit to my patrons that helped me make this, because all the money that from my patrons goes into making this stuff. And I just got to say this too, I've totaled up what I've spent since I started this project, which is kind of like probably about a year and a half ago, maybe more now, maybe more than that. But I've totaled up, I went through my bank statement and looked at all the different things that I've bought, and it's come up to 16 grand. That's without Patreon as well. With the patrons it'll be even more. But £16,000 of my own money has gone into making this. And I don't see that as a bad thing whatsoever. Some people like to play golf, some people like to go swimming, some people like to go paintballing. These all cost things to do for your own enjoyment. This is my enjoyment. I like to make films, so that's the reason why I'm doing it, is to get enjoyment at the end of the day. Not to make any profit from this. I won't get any profit from this film, as I said before, but this is just for me. It's my little bit of fun. And if it can entertain our people on the way, that's a good thing too. You are all invited to watching this at the end. So I'm going to show you my new little set. I'm pretty damn pleased with it, and come along. So this is basically the first level you're going to see after you leave hell. You're going to be transported somewhere else, and ignore the door. The door is just propping this bit up here, and there's some wires as well, which I'll explain to you in a minute. But basically I've actually got to redo this wallpaper, I suppose is very appropriate to say, because if there's, you can see there's little crosses on it. I'm sorry, it's not lit at the moment because it's not lit. And there's little crosses on it indicating that when I actually stuck this down, I kind of used PVA glue and water. That was a bit of a mistake because you get ripples. Can you see those ripples there? And when the light hits that, you're going to see those ripples and obviously ruin the effect of looking at like a solid wall. So I've actually crossed all these little bits where the ripples are worse, and rather than me having to redo the whole thing, I can just patch repair it. So what have we got here? So this is kind of like a quite interesting looking level. It's probably the most ambitious thing I've ever done. I did something fairly reminiscent of it to that of in Quake, the first Quake video I did, or sorry, the only Quake video I did, in which I used water. So for this, I'm using water. I got some pebbles from outside, and to make the water ripple, I want it to ripple, I want to make it look like it's there. I don't want it to be flat, I want it to move. So I thought of how to do that. Initially I thought what I'd do is I'll get 2 straws, put them in the water and blow down it as I'm filming. But obviously that's going to be quite difficult to do. I don't want to be passing out. Not to mention there's other effects I need to be doing as well as doing that. So it's going to be quite tricky. So I need to think of a way in order to make this water move without me having to do it. So what I used are these things here. Now these are water pumps for fish tanks. I bought 2 of them. They cost about £10 each. And then, where is it? I got this from CEX. This cost me about 15 quid or something. I can't quite remember. But it has 2 USB slots here. And this will charge it there. And then it will blow the water. And I can just leave that running and the water bubbling, and hopefully look pretty good. But the shot, I mean, the shot is going to look pretty damn cool. So you're going to go across the bridge like this. We'll hopefully get rid of that green there. Maybe we could actually just green it out and add the wall on. I don't know. Maybe I might have to actually just patch more of the green on top of that, the green wall. And then we're going to go across this bridge like that. We're going to go across, and we might, that's the Quake impression, and get to the door. It's going to be quite difficult to do this, but you can see how cool. Look at that panning shot like that. I mean, that looks pretty damn cool. Whoa. I'm pretty damn pleased with that. I could make a GIF out of that. Damn, that looks damn good, doesn't it? That looks really good. Maybe I can sort of, as you sort of like come to this level, it sort of can do that to the door and then like that. Like, you got to get across this bridge. Like that. Oh man, this is going to be cool. But nonetheless as well, I've got this thing. Now, this is a vape pen. And I want to show you how cool it looks if I blow smoke right underneath this bit here. And the smoke, this isn't too charged up or whatever you need to do to make more smoke come out. I don't know what you need to do. But basically, like, you'll blow the smoke underneath this, and the smoke could be trapped underneath that and underneath here, but it will come out of those two bits like that. It looks great. So let me just do a little demo of that. Didn't work too well that time, but you get the gist. Let's try again. Yeah, maybe a bit too smoke that time. I might even be able to use the condensation, because at the moment it is so flipping cold in here. It is so cold. We've hit that period where I mean, at that one point I was in here filming during that heat wave we had in the UK, where it was like 40-degree heat. Us British people aren't made for that, so we're freaking out when you hit 40-degree heat. So now it's got that cold period, and it is absolutely freezing. It's freezing in here, and because we're in this studio, it seems to trap the cold in a bit more and trap the heat in as well. So I get the worst of both, really. So when it's cold, it's really cold. When it's hot, it's really hot. But yes, this is my set. As you can tell by my voice again, I'm really flipping excited about this. I tend to talk really fast when I'm excited about stuff. And yeah, I'm really excited about this. So I need to basically now patch repair all these walls here, sort that out so the light doesn't catch the ripples, because that will suck. And then fill that full of water, pray that these things still stick on and don't fall off into there and I have to fish them out. Then I'm going to add a food colouring, possibly red. Red might go well with the green. I know they say red and green should never be seen, but I'm going to wave that off. We want some bloody water. And then what I'll do is get some mud and stuff and some crushed up leaves from the garden and sprinkle it all on. Maybe I'll use some Italian herb from the kitchen or something and nick that off Lauren or whatever and just grate that all in there. And hopefully we'll have the water be really noticeable when you cross over it. And I might have a shot of kind of like looking down like that. Or maybe sort of, I'm using the GoPro here, so I might even be able to dunk it in or something. I don't know. We'll try a multiple amount of things and see how it goes. But I'm really excited about this. I'm going to plonk this back down here now and basically say thank you to everyone that's made this possible for me. Thank you for all the motivation. Thanks to my patrons for putting into this as well. You've helped form all this stuff. And yeah. On to the next episode. I've got really quite far. Well, not far with it now, but I've got sort of like the cogs are moving in my mind of what to do next and where the story should go. I've even got more ideas for sort of like taking scenes from films that I love and merging them into the Doom universe. One of which, or a few of them actually, I might share with you in an alternative video or something. But yeah, I'm really excited about the way this is going, so I'll leave it there. And thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you once again for more games made of cardboard and crazy adventures. Goodbye. A shout to my patrons, the Soldiers of Cardboard, and also the Captains of Cardboard, Andrew Rysicos, Michael Heinisch, Ricardo, Ryan Byrne, Paul Keward, Luke Cummings, and Mecha Master. And also, we have the Commander of Cardboard, Flying Torpedo Whale. And finally, the Gods of Cardboard, Me Machine Dean, Michael Seguro, and Danny Lugo. Thank you so much, guys.